Welcome back, Ark fans. Playing on Ragnarok. I just want to make a quick video to show you kind of where some of the more precious resources are, because it took me a while to find like pearls, oil, obsidian, and all that jazz. So I started Jungles 2, I think. So that's the blue obelisk. Here you'll see the rock island. That was my first base right there. So first I'll just show you where you can get metal. Pretty simple. You come to where there's a series of waterfalls going from the rock island to the swamp. You'll find like 3 or 4 waterfalls that fall in a row. There's a couple metal nodes right here. A lot of metal nodes right in the wall. There's all my raptors. This is actually my refinery. I got about 4 to 6 forges in there. Another 4 to 6 up top. And you'll find some metal nodes up here. There's another one. I usually just come harvest these. So that's about 3118 is where I'm at right now, I think. Next I'll show you where I found obsidian first. There very well could be some obsidian closer. This is just where I've been able to find it. It's been pretty fun playing Ragnarok so far. I haven't got a griffin yet, but I plan to do that eventually. Dip down here and get some water quick. Oh, maybe not next to that T-Rex. Fly in here, there's a waterfall. You'll see like some ruins in a lake, and I'll hop off my bird to show you the coordinates. But I showed you guys where the Viking Bay was, as far as finding like oil and silica pearls, but I'm going to swing back around and just show you again. So I have to turn my graphics down super low, but you'll notice this little structure down in the pond. Here's this waterfall that actually comes right off of the winter area. So up here's all like a pond at the beginning of the winter. And then right down here, first little ledge where all the waterfalls, that's where I've been grabbing my obsidian. There's also these rare flowers here that you can pluck. Some rare flowers. And you want to be careful because last time I was here there was all the swords. So there's a couple, 3, 4 obsidian nodes for you. And like I said, you got penguins up here. So that'll give you some organic polymer. Oh, let me give you the coordinates. So that looks like about 30-25 or so. Sorry, I don't have a GPS yet. I haven't made one of those. Show you where I get my oil and silica pearls next. Oh, we got a quits here. Nice, level 90. Just unfortunate. This is an awesome map, and even though it's unfinished, I'd rather devote all my time on this new map just because it's new, and I have to play it on just like the worst graphic settings ever. So it kind of looks like shit, but... I thought, I was going to show you, I thought there were some metal nodes around here, but maybe I'm wrong. Nope, not seeing it. Alright, so this is Viking Bay. Pretty easy to identify here. That's just my shit shack in case I die getting oil or pearls. I showed you in one of my other videos, actually harvesting the pearls and the oil, but I don't think I have my scuba suit at this time. Yeah, I don't have my scuba suit on me, so I'm not going to actually go in the water. But there you can see one pearl. There you can see the other pearl. Pretty easy to spot. And then there's just this one spot you can land your bird. Like I say, kind of requires a scuba suit if you don't want to get killed, because I'll show you why. So there's the shipwreck. And there's about, I don't know, 5-6 silica pearls and about 3 oil nodes down there. Except for, and here's some of those treasure loot chest type things here. The reason I need a scuba suit is because the first time I did it without, went down there and got stung once by one of those sea scorpion things that just knocks you out instantly. Start with an E, I forget what they're called. So this, pretty easy to tell this on the Viking Bay is on the northern coast. It's about 25-31 approximately. So that's that. That's where you can get, or where I get my silica pearls and oil. I think, let's see, these are the rocks that give you clay. No. Pretty sure there's some rocks that kind of look round like that and then give you clay. You see like a circle of sand on the ground. I thought they were over here. There's like those sand circles on the ground where you can get right here. So they kind of look like those Perlovia. Oh, you just do it by hand. So these are going to give you sand. Now these 3 spots are right on the Viking Bay. I'm just a little bit inward here. So that's about 25, 35 approximately. So there's some sources of sand. Let me see if I can steal this kill. Pack of hyenas hunting. Some of this other stuff I was going to show you guys, I haven't even been there personally. I just saw a video of it, so I'm going to go look for the Boneyard. There's some bones that you can get salt from, and some rocks you can get clay from. But where they're at, I'm not 100% sure. Right now I'm getting a solid 70-80 frames on these shitty graphics, but I don't know if my memory runs low or what, but after playing it for about an hour, hour and a half, it starts to slow down. Okay, so here's some bones right here. Let's see if we can harvest those. fucking hyenas, man. Okay. Let's try this again. Yep. Oh, so that gives you raw salt. These items do. So there's that. One way to get salt. Oh, let me give you some coordinates here. Motherfucker, that would happen. Alright, so I'm about 2937. 2937. So just look for these kind of orangish bones on the ground. You can harvest those for your salt. Let's see, what else do we gotta find here? 20 credits. Drop the sand. So here's the kind of epic castle. And on my map, it's just fucking flooded with bats. Flew by it the other day and dragged that big cluster away. Look at that. So that's pretty crazy. Pretty sure not far from that is the Beaver Dams. Well, here's some more metal right by the castle. So across the bridge from the castle, there's some nodes there. I don't know if you can really make a base, because I'm pretty sure there's a cave in there. Oh, right next to the castle we got honeycombs, which I've spotted that in a couple, or beehives, excuse me. Spotted that in a couple different areas. Well, give me a second. I'm gonna find the Beaver Dams and then come back. I'll just make this a two-part video probably. Alright, so I found the Beaver Dams. It was just a little bit further east and a little bit further inland. So I'm at about 26, 27, 44. So about 26, 44 you'll find this bay area, and there's a bunch of giant beaver dams, and also those rocks that I believe, we'll check it out, I believe these rocks give you clay. We'll find out. Probably have to go kill that Carno. Nope, not those. I'm not sure, I thought I saw a video of someone hit some rocks around these beaver dams and get clay. I will have to look into that a little bit more. I do want to see if I can get some cementing paste, because that's kind of what I'm in need of most. I don't have a good source of chitin or cementing paste at the moment. And there's just beavers everywhere. Trying to think. Or if they attack me as soon as I get in here. Oh my god. Alright. Forget that, damn. Jesus, how many beavers can they pack in these things? Thought I remember seeing some straight dams at one point somewhere. Maybe over here. Yeah, here we go. This gives you clay. Yep. So if you find these little, they also kind of look like same thing as the sand, just a little bit darker. And then you just harvest by hand. So those are over by these beaver dams. Dang, that's an awesome beaver. 20. Oh my god. So if you're gonna try to raid these beaver dams, just know what you're doing, because a lot of these little fuckers. Probably gonna hang out here just for a little bit, try to harvest some of these dams, see what I get in this yellow drop. Some of the beavers lost interest. Really quick here. That's why you gotta be careful. Oh, got a fair amount. So there's the giant beaver dams and the clay. It's pretty sweet. These beavers are still aggroed on me. One more and probably take off. Get on. Get on, you fucking... I don't know, on the Xbox you can hop on your dinos from like any direction. Seem to have issues on the PC sometimes. God, I want to go for that one too. We'll come back at a later time. Alright, so that's clay and cementing paste. And then I will cut the video and then come back and I'll show you where you can get sulfur. Actually, fuck it, I won't even show you where you can get sulfur. If you just go to the ash area on the map, So over by the active volcano, you'll notice a bunch of those sulfur rocks. Now, obviously you don't use sulfur for a whole lot. I think the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is for propellant to make flame arrows. So that's that. That's some of the resources. Let's see, I showed you obsidian, silica pearls, oil rocks. I know there's probably somewhere in the ocean that you can get silica pearls that might be just as easy, but that's all I've been able to find so far. So, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more Ark. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks, guys. I think I'm just going to add this in. This is some more obsidian by Viking Bay. So I'm at like 2430 right now. It's only 2 nodes, but I'll fly up and I'll show you where they are here in a second. So there's a big jutting rock. So here's Viking Bay. Here's this big jutting rock. So this just had 2 little pieces of obsidian on it. I wanted to show you guys that. And then I'll go ahead and just show you guys actually harvesting now that I got my scuba suit. Harvesting some oil nodes and some silica pearls, and hopefully I won't get knocked out. Set. This is like heading out of the bay. So we get all these dolphins. So then here's the shipwreck. Fuck that. Oh! Up, 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 up. See, I'm trying not to get one hit by these scorpions and I'm done for. See, the sharks I don't really have to worry about as much. It's the scorpion things. They start with E. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my bird was on fire. That scared me. That was close. I almost got hit by one of those scorpion things. Alright. Let's see if we can get maybe 1 or 2 more oil nodes. Oh no! Oh no! Oh man, that was close. Alright, well, I don't know how much more I want to attempt that. That's the basic rundown. There's that big jutting rock kind of looking towards the blue obelisk in Viking Bay. That has some obsidian on it. I just want to add this into the end of my resource video. Well, I was going to upload my video on showing you guys where the resources are, and I forgot to show you where the crystals were. But I spotted a mango grove, so I wanted to just show you guys where that was quick. It's about 35-25. Now, if you've played Ark at all, you know that these trees are usually in swamps. However, in Ragnarok, they're not on there. What's so useful about these is, as you can tell, I'm raking in tons of rare mushrooms there. So, after a while, in my opinion, the only thing you should eat or have to eat is rare mushrooms. So there's a nice little grove of those mango trees right here, just on top of the rock. And then I'll go ahead and show you where the crystal is that I normally get. Mushrooms, they don't have a decay time, so they're just perfect, and you can carry a stack of 100 of them. They're so light, so best way in my opinion is to use a Therizinosaurus and just go hit those trees, and then just drop all the wood off and keep the rare mushrooms. I used to use mammoths, but I don't really tame mammoths too often with some of the new dinos. So that's where you can get some rare mushrooms, easy food basically that lasts forever. Now back to where I showed you just those 4 nodes of obsidian. There's this structure here in this pond. I'll hop off and show you the coordinates. So this structure is approximately 30-25 or so in this pond. And this is where you'll get some decent crystal. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 crystal nodes just on this level. If you go down to the second level here, maybe there's some more. So there's 5 or 6 up there. Another 1 or 2 down here. These boxes are all over the map. They'll give you a bunch of stuff, but not really stuff that I need at this point. If I had a grinder, I'd keep it just to grind the stuff down, but so there you go. Just look for the twin waterfalls that go into this lake. That's pretty easy to spot. There's some more of those boxes in the water, but I didn't really ever see any silver pearls underneath that. And like I said, this is it's oil, not oil nodes, but these obsidian nodes are just right here with all those rare flowers. So, just wanted to add those crystals and rare mushrooms, kind of give you all the resources. I know I didn't fly over to the sulfur, but if you go into the ash area, kind of by the highlands, you'll see the yellow rocks. That's where you're going to get your sulfur at. Alright, thanks guys.